Hi guys, welcome to alignment-based class. Namaste. Our focus pose today is a Scorpio pose, definitely more advanced yoga pose, but you can take it as far as you want. You can stop anytime. We will work on opening our shoulders. Specifically, a key action here is external rotation of the upper arm bones, as well as we will focus on lengthening our quadriceps muscles. So 3 of the quadricep muscles are actually crossing your knee joint, and the 4th one is crossing your hip joint. And we're going to focus on releasing that hip flexor right here. We will need 2 cork blocks. We'll need chair and a yoga strap. Make sure you have a loop already. The loop is outer shoulder width apart. So take your time to prepare the loop right now for later, so you have it ready. It looks like this. And we'll start first with a gentle warm-up, going straight into the external rotation of the upper arm bones. Please come to your hands and knees. First, your cow position. Take your sit bones back and apart. Arch your spine. Lift your chin and extend your breastbone forward. Elbows are straight. Now do the opposite. Cut, stretch. Lengthen your tailbone. Bring your sit bones in. Lift your lower belly and round your spine. Chin to your chest. And come back to cow position. Inhale. Lift, look up. Arch your spine. Exhale, round, cut. Inhale. Close your eyes. Exhale, round, waking up our spine. A few more. Keep your breath long and deep. Mobility in your thoracic spine, your lumbar spine, your cervical spine. And come to a neutral position. Now turn your right palm out 90 degrees angle and take it further all the way 180 degrees. So your fingertips are pointing your right knee. You feel quite a deep stretch here in your forearm. Then do the same with your left hand. Out 90 degrees first, and then 180 degrees. Spread your fingers wide apart. Claw your fingertips. Imagine like a suction cup you have underneath your hands, your palms, pulling the energy from your mat all the way up to your heart. Then come back to your cow pose. Arch your spine, lift your chest, lift your chin. Exhale, cut. Inhale, exhale. What we establishing here is the external rotation of the upper arm bones. Creases of your elbows are pointing forward, shoulders away from your ears. Couple of more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Sit back on your heels. Take A moment to turn your palms up, release your hands. Again, back to your hands and knees. Turn your right palm out 90 degrees and then 180 degrees. Again, fingertips pointing your right knee. The specific action here of your biceps are rotating out and your tricep, your back muscle here of your upper arm bone, turns in. You're externally rotating that upper arm bone. Right shoulder goes back. Do the same with your left hand. Turn it out. And all the way left hand pointing your left knee. Now, claw your fingertips, grip your mat, and come to plank position. 5 breaths. Engage your core, shoulders back, external rotation in your upper arm bones. Lift your chin forward, lift your waist, lengthen your tailbone. The variation of the plank. Exhale, release. Grab one of the blocks and sit on your heels. Place your block in between your heels. Hero position. Virasana. Close your eyes. And lengthen, deepen your breath, centering. Before we go into our movement, take time to focus, become aware of your breath. Lengthen, deepen your breath. Breathe into your belly. Expand your lungs, your waist, your belly. Exhale, release. Your waist narrows, belly pulls in, pelvic floor muscle engage. Few more rounds. Jaw is relaxed. Now introducing a count of 8. Inhale deeply. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold your breath. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 2 more rounds. Release the count of your breath. Bring your palms to your heart. Welcome yourself to your practice. Gently open your eyes. As you're ready, shift into downward facing dog. Take 2 blocks and position your blocks in front of your mat. Come to your first downward facing dog. Going to warm up, stretch through your shoulders, push down through your hands, lift your sit bones, take your thighs back, pull your kneecaps and stretch your legs straight, heels down. Walk your hands back to your feet. Uttanasana. Release your spine. Lift your sit bones up more, ground your heels down more. Of course, you can keep your knees bent if your hamstrings are tight to release your spine more. Choose the right action for your body, your specific type of body you have. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come back to your downward facing dog. Going into a slow flow. Walk your feet forward. Fingertips on top of the blocks. Lengthen your spine. Lengthen your spine forward. Elbows straight, legs straight. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reach your arms up. Look up. Exhale, Tadasana. Standing in Tadasana, feet outer hip width apart, feet parallel, shoulders back. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow in, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back to plank position. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower your left forearm down. Lower your right forearm down. Inhale, come back to your right hand, elbow straight. Come back to your left hand. A few of those. Right forearm first. And left forearm. Building strength in the upper body. Left hand first. And right hand second. A few more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back. Exhale, plank. Inhale, lower down. Stabilize your core. Lengthen your tailbone. Engage your deep core muscles, your pelvic floor muscles. As you move, breathe. Last one. Come back to plank position. Inhale. Exhale, lower slowly down with control. Point your toes, curl up to your gentle back bend, cobra, shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Our focus is on opening our shoulders, Externally rotate your upper arm bones, same way as you did at the very beginning. Straighten your elbows, look forward in between your hands, and again lift your biceps up towards the ceiling. Creases of your elbows are turning up. Your biceps lift up. Your triceps go down. You feel the broadening at the back of your shoulders. Broadening of your shoulders. Shoulders away from your ears. Lifting your sit bones, stretching through the shoulder blades. External rotation in the upper arm bones. And then bend your knees, look forward. Exhale and hop forward. Lengthen halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow. Uttanasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. Look up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana. One more, inhale. Reach up, look up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back to plank. This time we're going to do 5 press-ups. Inhale, lower down, Chaturanga. Exhale, push back to your plank. Inhale, exhale, push back. On your inhalation, you're lowering down. Stabilize your Chaturanga, shoulders lifted. Exhale, push back, plank. Inhale, exhale, one more. Inhale, exhale. And slowly lower down with control to your belly. This time take your forearms forward. Forearms outer shoulder width apart. Spread your fingertips. Press your forearms down. Feet are pointed. Inhale here. Sphinx. Curl up. Exhale. Lift up. Balancing on your forearms. Shoulders back. Inhale. Lift up. Exhale. Lift again. Inhale, curl to Sphinx. Exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Back bending. Forearm balance. Inhale. Exhale. And hold this position. Breathe deeply, shoulders away from your ears. Working on the external rotation of the upper arm bones. Shoulders back. Gazing down, legs straight. And release. Curl up to Cobra. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Again, spread your fingers. Grip your mat. Look forward between your hands, and again introducing external rotation of the upper arm bones. Pull your hands towards each other. Lift your sit bones up and back. Triceps roll down, biceps roll up. Turning the upper arm bones. Broadening your shoulders. Shoulders away from your ears. Back of your neck is free. There's one more action here. Try to bring your heart down towards the mat, adding a deeper back bend, introducing back bend into the Adho Mukha Svanasana, stretching the spine, stretching your shoulders. Bend your knees and step or hop transition. Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow. Uttanasana. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, Tadasana. One more round. Inhale. Exhale, bow. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back, plank. Inhale, plank. This time, slowly, with control, lower down to your belly. Set up for locust pose. Extend your arms back, palms up. Spread your legs hip width apart. Spread your toes. Inhale here. Exhale, lift up, locust pose. Draw your shoulders back. Lift your palms up. Imagine you're trying to push ceiling. And clasp your hands behind you, opening chest, shoulder stretch. Interlace your fingers, elbows straight. Draw your shoulders back, down away from your ears. Lift your legs higher. Externally rotating your upper arm bones. Lift your palms towards the ceiling more. Stretching your pectoralis, upper deltoid, chest muscles. And release back to Cobra position. Inhale. You can stay in Cobra or go to more advanced backbend. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Push down through your hands. Shoulders back. Externally rotate your upper arm bones. Inhale. Exhale. Back to downward facing dog. Pay attention again to your arms. Notice when the arms want to rotate in, resist that and try the external rotation instead. Slide your shoulder blades away from your ears, down your rib cage. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, hop or step. Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen halfway. Exhale, bow. Uttanasana. Inhale, reach your arms, look up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Release your arms. Samastiti, mountain pose, legs straight. Please take your 2 blocks and position them in the center of your mat, probably on the lowest height. Sit on the floor. One block goes under the thoracic spine, the stiffer part of the spine, and the second block goes under your head. And bring your arms to cactus position. Elbows are bent, the palms facing the ceiling. And just hover the arms off the floor. Try not to rest your elbows on your mat. Keep the lift. Imagine you're holding a weight in your palms. And breathe into your chest. Shoulder opening. Bring your shoulder blades closer towards each other. and away from your ears. Scapula retraction. Engage the thoracic extensors as if you were trying to lift your upper spine off the block, lifting your heart a little bit more. Breathe again. And then slowly start straightening your arms over your head. And then come back again. Now elbows bent, bring your elbows in to your chest. Bring your elbows more in towards the chest. Arms are still drifting in the cactus position. Lifting your heart, trying to lift your thoracic spine off the block. Draw your shoulders in more. External rotation in the upper arm bones. Lifting your elbows higher. Lift your elbows more. And then again, slowly straighten. Straighten your elbows. Shoulders away from your ears. Keep your arms straight and turn your palms facing down. Palms facing floor. Elbows straight. External rotation in the upper arm bones. Shoulders away from your ears. Keep the action. Hands off your mat. Shoulders in more. And then release. Now let your palms rest. Passive stretch. Breathe again to your breastbone. Breathe to your collarbones. Breathe to your throat. Elbows resting on your mat. Arms resting on your mat. And place your palms next to your pelvis, palms up. Just take a moment to relax. And carefully come up and take your 2 blocks. It's one of my favorite supported hip flexor stretch. So first lie down on your back and put the blocks underneath your sacrum. Find the position where you feel like the weight of your pelvis is supported. And then hug your left leg in. Knee goes to your left nipple. And right leg long. Keep your right heel just off the floor. Leg is straight. Breathe to your pelvis. Shoulders pressing flat. We're facilitating the lengthening of the right hip flexor here in your hip joint. So again, your 4 quadriceps muscles are running through, crossing your knee, but only one of them is crossing also your hip joint. And switch. There's a different Observe the difference on the second side. Make your left leg longer, bring your right knee in more. Foot half an inch off the mat. And again, switch again. And this time touch the right heel to the floor and press your right heel down and pull your right heel towards your right hip. Knee is still straight. Just feel the action at the back of your leg. Your hamstrings, your calf, your glute, hamstring curl. And switch again. When you lower your left heel down, you feel more of a passive stretch. And then press your left heel down, strength. Pull your left heel towards your left hip. And again, feel the activation of your left hamstring, your left calf, left glute. Just breathe in the activation. Then release both feet flat, knees bend. Lift up to bridge pose. Roll your shoulders under. Clasp your hands. You can remove the blocks and stay up in bridge. Interlace your fingers. Same action. Press your heels down and pull your heels towards your shoulders. Lift your pelvis higher. Lift your breastbone towards your chin. Press your shoulders flat. Again, feel the hamstrings activating. And push your feet down, stay in bridge position, and away from you. Now you feel the activation in your quadriceps muscles. And again, push your heels to your shoulders, hamstring activation. And exhale, come down. The next position, supported back bend. You can again go as deep as you want. You might want to choose just one block. That might be enough. Maybe on the medium height. Maybe 2 blocks. That's, for me, it's quite a nice deep stretch in my thoracic spine. Legs in front of you, and explore. This is too much for your spine. Place a towel on top of your blocks and cactus arm position again. Keep your chin tucked under so you have the flexion here in your cervical spine. Again, keep your elbows bent. And clasp your hands behind you, behind your skull. The weight of your head is resting now in your hands. Lift your elbows and try to bring your fingers towards the block
opening deeper back bend. You can stay here or go to full extension of your arms. Externally rotate your upper arm bones. And slowly come up. That's deep, deep, deep heart opener. Take a moment to sit straight up. Adjust your breath. Next pose, Supta Virasana. I'm going to set up in the same way. You need feet hip width apart. You can sit in between your heels. Pelvis towards the floor, down, sit bones grounded. The blocks go behind you. And get the blocks under the thoracic spine. Need to go a little bit lower. And curl up over the blocks. We need that deep thoracic extension in Scorpio. All these actions are the most important choices we make right now to feel comfortable, open, ready for a deeper arm balancing. Cactus arms again. Keep your core active. Lengthen your tailbone and stretch your arms long. And bend your right elbow. Position your right forearm behind your head. Try to lower your forearm flat on your mat. Shoulder flexion and external rotation here. Same with your left arm. And breathe. Your shoulders are in deep shoulder flexion and external rotation. Try to grab sides of your blocks if you can. Lifting your breastbone more. And then come back slowly. Straight to downward facing dog. Stretch your legs, stretch your spine. Next pose, Supta Virasana, without the blocks. So this one is less of a thoracic extension, is more about your flexors. Lower yourself on your forearms, lengthen your tailbone, lift your pubic bone. And go into the full pose. We can add one more action here. Grab your strap and wrap your strap around your calves, around your thighs. So slide your strap under.
And then press your legs into your strap. Feel the hip activation, the outer hip activation. So the strap will hold the knees in that hip width position. Pushing your thighs out against the strap, lengthen your tailbone. Lengthen your tailbone, lift your pubic bone, feel the stretch in your quads. And go back all the way down to the floor. Or if the floor is too far away, you have to build up a few props to stay a little bit elevated. You might need a few blankets, a yoga bolster, blocks, and wait till the body is ready for a full pose. Lift your lower belly, pubic bone up towards your sternum. Activate your quads. Draw your ribs in. Take your arms over your head. Breathe. Push your thighs out against the strap. Posterior tilt in the pelvis. Lengthen your tailbone from the belly. Arms by your side and carefully come up. Slide the belt off the legs. And come forward. Back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Your downward facing dog. Stretch your legs, stretch your spine. External rotation in the upper arm bones. So now bend your elbows slightly, halfway down towards the mat. You can bend your knees. And try to bring your elbows towards each other and work on the external rotation of the upper arm bones. Try to bring your elbows closer in. Looking down in between your hands. And then straighten your elbows. And again, bend your elbows. Pull your hands towards each other, elbows towards each other, externally rotating the upper arm bones. And straighten your elbows. Bend your knees. And then again, bend your elbows. This time, slowly lower your forearms down to dolphin pose. Again, external rotation in your upper arm bones, knees bent, and take your heart towards your knees more. Find extension in your spine, lift your sit bones, feel the stretch in your shoulders. And release. Child pose. Now, please
take your blocks on the highest height. So you can put elbows on each block. So your blocks are outer shoulder width apart. Slowly position your elbows on top and bring your palms touching. Press your palms and then stretch. Take your knees back away from the blocks to increase the stretch. Stabilize your shoulders. Pressing your elbows into the blocks. Externally rotating your upper arm bones. Stretching shoulders. Just breathe into that action. Few deep breaths here. And walk your knees forward. And carefully I'll come out. We're going to go into Pincha Mayurasana at the wall. So the most important action here is to establish the foundation of the pose. The forearms are parallel to each other. External rotation in the upper arm bones. So when you stand, that's the action to work on. Your elbows are bent, your elbows are in, and now the ceiling here is the floor. So I'm pressing my forearms into the ceiling, shoulders away from the ears. Now you can see it's easy to go into the excessive extension in your lumbar spine and thoracic spine. So keep your core active, lengthen your tailbone and holding the engagement in the core, lengthening the tailbone, and try to find that action of lifting through the forearms and relax. Quite a hard action to find. I'm going to go into our pose, forearms parallel, and come up. Move the shoulder blades away from the wall, heart forward, legs are straight. So we're focusing here on the stretching the shoulders. Lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. Finding backbend here. And exhale. Take a moment in child pose. Gently, please come up. We're going to look into the specific actions we look into establish in our Pincha Mayurasana, our Peacock position. Because of a shoulder tightness, often what happens in this position, the elbows will travel apart. And instead of our external rotation we look into build, we are doing the internal rotation. So the upper arm bones roll in
Shoulders come forward. Again, we want the shoulders to be back, heart open, collarbones broad, and external rotation. Your forearms are parallel to each other. So that's your foundation for this pose. We're going to take a strap, and what the strap does, it's stopping your elbows to go wider than your shoulders. So we want that. We want to commit to that choice. Now you bend your elbows and practice positioning your forearms parallel. External rotation in the upper arm bones, shoulders down, away from your ears. Lift your heart. Then take one of the blocks, and your block will go in between your index fingers, between your thumbs and your index fingers. So that's your foundation for your peacock position. Again, the block is stopping your hands to go in. Great, let's try it. Take that structure against the wall. The block will go against the wall. Your forearms are grounded on your mat. Your block is between your second finger and your thumb. And your strap around your elbows. That's your starting position. Now, come up to dolphin pose. Bend your knees slightly and take your heart towards your thighs. Extend your spine. Then walk your feet forward and lift up. Kick all the way up. Your peacock pose. Legs are active, lengthen your tailbone. Take your heart away from the wall. Press down through your forearms. Breathe. Then try to balance on your forearms. Take one leg away from the wall, gazing down, and your second leg as well. Pincha Mayurasana. Come down. Take a moment to come back to your breath. One more round. Please come back to your knees. Again, you are on your forearms. Index fingers pressing into your block. And come up to your dolphin. Walk your feet. And second leg, kick up. Pincha Mayurasana. Legs are straight, lengthen your tailbone. Engage your core, press down through your forearms. Gazing down in between your forearms. And then take your legs away from the wall, balancing. Deep breathing. Forearms pressing down, core active, lengthen your tailbone. And again, come down. Back to your child position. Release. And take a few breaths. Okay, next thing, we can take the chair now and take the chair against the wall. So we're going to use those two legs of the chair. Grip already working on external rotation, holding the chair is a little bit too wide, but that's okay. Now lift your knees up, then kick up all the way to the wall. So you, of course, a little bit further away from the wall. Your head is off the floor. Take your heels into the wall. Firm your belly and stretch your chest. Heart forward, shoulders away from the wall. Look down in between your elbows and walk the feet down the wall and find the back of the chair. And then try to touch the seat of the chair. And come back. Child position. Okay, I'm going to show you from the side. So step one is to come up to forearm balance, Pincha Mayurasana against the wall. Stage two is to bend the knees and place tops of your feet on the back of the chair. So here, the back bar of the chair. And then if you have a further flexibility, you can place your feet on top of the chair. Let's try. Come down to your forearms. So we're testing the waters bit by bit. Please don't be in a hurry. Make skillful choices. First thing, to grab the chair and kick up to the wall. Strong legs. Stretch your shoulders first and walk your feet down. Find the bar of the chair. Stretch your chest more. Take your heart forward and toe tap the seat of the chair. Keep the tailbone lengthening. And then walk back. And come out. Slowly release, child pose. Resting a few moments here. Wonderful. From now on, your chair is your best friend. Let's continue. Take the chair and sit on the side of the chair. Going to cool down, knees hip width apart, twist towards the back of the chair. Use your core muscles first without using your hands. Then grab a chair and deepen the twist. Keep your core active, holding the back of the chair. Keep your left hip back. Rotating the spine straight. And keep the rotation and take the hands off the back of the chair. And release. Then turn yourself about. And first twist without using your arms. Just use your core muscles. Cactus arms. Keep your core active. And then hold the back of the chair. Right hip back. Keep the twist. Engage your core. Lift your pelvic floor muscles. And lift the hands off the chair. And untwist. One more time. Turn yourself around. Sit tall. Twist towards the back of the chair. Again, without using your arms. Twist first. Go as deep as you can. Use your chair to twist more. Keep the twist. And take your hands off the back of the chair. And twist. Change. Sit tall. Twist to the left. Look over your left shoulder. Grab a chair again and twist more. Again, activate your core and lift the hands off the chair. Then sit in front of the chair. Feet outer hip width apart. Inhale, lift your spine. Exhale, fold. Catch your elbows. Breathe into the back muscles. Release your neck, chin in. You can give yourself a gentle massage at the back of your neck to release. Release the back of your neck. Come up. Uttanasana. Position your forearms. Rest your forearms on your chair and release your head. Supported forward fold.
Keep the legs strong. Your breath expansive. Inviting some stretch into your hamstrings. Release your forehead. For the final resting, you can lie down, of course, in Shavasana, or you can use your chair to rest your shins on top of the chair. Choose what suits you best. Shavasana with legs straight, or shins resting on top of your chair. Release your body heavy. Release your spine. Release your jaw.